Alright, welcome guys to another Kingdom Come episode, and we will continue with our quest here today. I gotta find out where I have to go now. Oh, I'm neglecting my daily schedule, alright. Oh.
Brother?
Yes?
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working somewhere? Idle hands are the devil's workshop.
I'm
You're
sorry?
right, brother.
This is your first warning. Don't do it again.
Alright, I'm sorry, dude. Let's read our labors. Common meal. Start of the day at 3 AM? Holy. Okay. What time is it? Okay, we have to go to sleep. Alright, so let's try to find where that was.
Pay more attention, brother.
Yep. Siskin, let's talk
My
to
name's
him.
Gregor, a novice.
You can call me Siskin. But are you here of your own free will, or is this a punishment? Although it's not important. Welcome to Purgatory.
Did you say purgatory?
You'll see soon enough. Soon enough.
Okay.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer not to talk about my past.
Okay.
Very well, I won't ask.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Siskin is a suspect.
I'd be interested to hear what you think about the other novices. Tell me about Antonius.
Well, if there was a monk I'd recommend as a friend, with of course the exception of myself, it would be Antonius. He has a calm soul, he's easy to talk to, and you can always rely on him.
Okay.
That's all. Thanks. Who would you elect, Abbot, if you could?
Most likely Nevlas. He's a fine fellow and he seems honest. But, truth be told, it doesn't matter much to me. A monastery will still be a monastery, no matter who's in charge. If you really want to talk more about it, ask Antonius. He seems to have taken an interest.
Okay. So, the question is, where do we have to go?
Slow in a rush to pray?
That looks good. Okay, so let's take a look again. So start of the day is at 3 AM. So let's sleep until 3 AM, I suppose. All the other guys are still asleep. Well, I guess we will have to wait until they get up and follow them to the prayer, because I have no idea where that is.
No. Clear off. Let me sleep.
Let's talk to Siskin. We can't right now.
Ah, Gregor. Talk to me.
Talk to me, brother.
Okay, Siskin.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer not to talk about my past.
Are you hiding something? Why are you so reluctant to tell me anything about yourself?
I'm hiding a lousy past that I'd rather forget.
All right.
I hate to think of all I lost when they stuck me in here. And also because I really hate the question, aren't you the son of the famed Sir Smilflashka of Pardubitz? I was rich and I had everything. But then my father began to feel his time approaching, so he decided to send a son to the monastery. And, being the youngest, the lot fell on me. I've no head for managing the estate, and they said I'd squander it. Can you imagine?
Okay.
Me, in a monastery. So I took what coin I could from home with me, so I didn't lose out completely.
So it's not him.
They must have realized you robbed them.
I donated some of the silver to the monastery when I came in, just to piss them off. I can just see my my siblings, arguing with the abbot to give it back.
And you stashed away the remainder?
Indeed so.
What's your plan with this treasure?
To get out of here as soon as I can. I'll wait another year or two until my hot-headed brothers cool off a bit, and then I'll take the silver and run off somewhere, far, far away from here.
Where might that silver be, though?
That's all I wanted to know.
Please, keep it to yourself, especially the part about the coin.
I'm still curious about this treasure trove of yours.
Oh, yes, I am.
It's no big, terrible secret. Really, it isn't. I just go and read during services. There's no time otherwise. I mean, at other times, I don't get to read what I like. And I keep it under the slab so the others don't find it.
Huh?
I'll leave you be. Don't worry, I won't follow you again.
Thank you. And please, Gregor, don't mention it to anyone.
Okay. Actually, one more thing.
Praise be to Christ, brother.
It occurred to me you might be the man to ask. I'm looking for some lockpicks. Do you know anyone in the monastery who could help me?
Lockpicks, eh? I won't ask what for. My advice is to try Brother Solarius.
Okay. Okay.
Slow down, brother.
Okay, this is actually quite awesome. That's your dog. So, if what he said is true, then it's not Siskin. So we can cross him off the list. Alright. Come on, guys. Leave. We prayed enough. Yeah, okay, I think this is it. Eat with the others. Alright, so let's talk with...
Slow down,
Yeah,
slow
yeah,
down,
sorry,
brother.
let's talk with that dude.
I'm Gregor, a novice. I saw you at the ceremony.
I know. It was hard not to notice you.
And you are?
Lucas, also a novice. Don't get upset, but I don't want to talk to you. I'm happiest alone.
Is that so?
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's nothing I can tell you.
I mean, where you're from, what sort of life you had before, that sort of thing.
Lucas?
I'm a novice, and my monastic name is Lucas. Nothing else matters.
Huh.
Come on. Is there really nothing at all you can tell me?
I could, but I don't want to. I'm sorry. I want to stay focused on work and prayer, not on who I once was. I never will be again. What has been isn't important for us. We cast the past aside when we walked through the monastery gates and took our oath. Never forget that.
Yeah.
I'd like to know something about the other novices.
I don't know much, but ask away.
What can you tell me about Siskin?
Not a lot. I don't know him. Actually, I don't know much about him at all. Except that he's not a stickler for rules.
Yeah, that's the guy who's paying the monks.
You really don't know anything about anyone? Well, thanks anyway.
Don't get upset. I'm sorry I can't tell you more. I just haven't felt like getting to know anyone yet.
I'd like to know something about the other novices.
I don't know much, but ask away.
Tell me about Antonius.
I'd like to, but there's nothing to tell. I've never spoken to him. I've never asked about him.
So he seems to be pretty new here. We will definitely not tell him that.
In a rush to pay more attention, brother.
Yes, I know, I will. Antonius, he's the nice one. Yodok, let's talk.
Greetings, brother. I'm Gregor, and I'm new here.
Greetings to you, brother.
Pay more attention.
I'm Yoda, the oldest of the novices. I hope you'll like it here in the monastery and that you won't get into trouble.
Trouble?
You're young, perhaps intemperate. You might easily stray from the rules of the order. I suggest you get to know the older monks. You never know when it might come in handy.
Can you tell me something about yourself?
I would if there was anything noteworthy to say. But I'm just the ordinary son of a landowner, now a monk. There's nothing in my past, present, or future that anyone could find interesting.
Why did you join the monastery?
Because it was better than living in poverty. As the youngest son, I'm not entitled to inherit my father's estate, but he was kind enough to sell off some cattle and send me here. And you know what? I'm glad to be here. It's better than mucking out manure.
Okay.
I'm interested in the other novices. I'm interested in Lucas.
Nobody knows much about Lucas. He keeps himself to himself. If you ask me, he's got something to hide. I'd keep well clear of him if I was you.
Do you have any grounds for suspecting him of something?
Quite a lot. And also none at all. The circuitors who make the rounds despise him, and they'd never punish anyone without cause.
What can you tell me about Siskin?
Oh, he's always got a smile on the new friend. But I reckon he don't belong in the monastery. He spends more time dreaming of the world outside than tending to his duties. I'm
Yeah, that
surprised
makes
hasn't been
sense. He
thrown
doesn't
out
want to
already.
be here.
If it was up to me, he'd be out on his ear right away.
Do you know anything about Antonius?
Only that he came to the monastery voluntarily, because he didn't want to work in his father's shop. Antonius is all right. You can rely on him. He won't betray a confidence. He's always happy to help, which is more than can be said for the other brothers.
Okay, so I think it's narrowing down on Lucas. Let's see if we can find the dude with the lockpicks.
For the obedience given to
It's okay to
superiors is
John,
given
let's
to
talk
God.
to him.
I'm Gregor, and I'm new here.
I know. I saw you in the church during the ceremony. I have a feeling we'll be meeting again soon, and often. You see, I'm a circator.
What does that mean?
I make sure everyone observes the rule, does their work, and that everything is the way it should be.
When it's not the way it should be?
Then we're authorized to mete out punishment. But certainly you won't require correction, will you?
No.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery.
Who, because of the holy service they have professed, and the fear of hell, and the glory of life everlasting, as soon as anything has
What can you tell me about the novices here?
And what can I say? You're here to demonstrate your devotion to God and to live a monastic life. After a year, you can make your vows and become a fully fledged brother.
I meant something specific about the brothers that are here.
But you know them yourself. Yorick is an odd one, but he's diligent and eager.
Yeah, he wants
Perhaps
to be
too
here.
Siskin is good company, but a bit too worldly for a monk.
He doesn't want to be here.
Antonius is hard-working and will help with anything, but
He's the
praise us
trustworthy
anymore.
one.
Lucas is as quiet as a mouse, and no one knows much about him. And then we have you.
Lucas.
About who I know nothing.
It's Lucas. It's Lucas.
Unless he amend and make satisfaction.
Okay.
The rule of Saint
About you in the election, will you tell me more about it?
The first
Ask me anything you want.
is obedience without delay. This is the virtue of those who hold nothing dearer to them.
Tell me something about Nevlas.
Because of the holy
Nevlas is weak and toothless. He's full of hot hair. How anyone could think he'd make a good abbot is beyond me. Enough. I don't even want to hear his name again.
Okay.
any delay in execution.
I'd like to help you if I can.
This very obedience will be acceptable to God and please
There
the men
is
only
something
if
you
what
could
is
do.
commanded is done
I'm
without
convinced Nevlas must have done something that would greatly damage him if everyone found out. If he was preaching water and drinking wine, for example.
So I should dig something up on him and tell you about it?
Exactly. But I doubt you'll have any luck. Nevlas is too cunning and careful to give anything away.
Alright, let's try that.
who sees that his heart
Once I find something out, I'll tell you.
far from gaining a reward for such work as this.
Thank you for
further
answering.
Punishment due to murmurers, unless he amend and make satisfaction.
Okay, Nevlas.
Why such haste?
Readings on
Lucas, you are the
Idleness
guy.
is the enemy of the
Pretty
soul.
sure.
Therefore, the brethren should be occupied at certain times in manual labor, and again at fixed hours in sacred reading. To that end, we think that the times for each may be prescribed as follows.
Oh, he's the guy with the lockpicks. Let's try to find Nevlas first, though, if he's
Why
in
such
here.
haste?
Oh, there he is.
I'm Gregor, a novice.
I know. I saw you at the ceremony. My name is Nevlas, and I'm the provost here. I'm in charge of the monastery's property, as well as handling trade with the outside world.
That means you get to leave the monastery.
No, not at all. I just write lists and send them out.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm the provost of this monastery. It's my job to ensure the monks live a humble life and that any surpluses go to the poor. But in reality, I spend all my time making sure my brother's gluttony and the construction of a new church don't swallow up the few resources we have left.
I'm interested in the election of the new abbot.
You're not alone. Everyone's so worked up about that they spent no time considering how they could make the monastery a better place now.
Why? What's wrong with it now?
Many brothers think more about their stomachs than prayer. The older brethren bend the rules of the order to make them fit their interests. So, to balance the scales, they want the novices to lead exemplary lives. Sin abounds here, just as in the outside world.
What sins are you talking about?
The scripture says, "Let he who is without sin cast the first stone." I'm sorry, Gregor, it's not my place to speak about the sins of others.
So...
Why do you want
have
to become abbot?
sins.
Because when I see the way things are headed around here, I have no other option. Itinerant preachers speak of the corrupted black heart of the church, and I can't deny there's truth in what they say. I'd like to change things and bring back meaning and esteem to the monastery.
Tell me something about how the new abbot will be elected.
A new abbot has to be elected once the old one dies. All the brethren can vote, with the exception of novices. The abbot's crozier will be conferred on whoever is chosen, and he'll take the vow. When he becomes abbot, a monk spends most of his time dealing with politics outside the monastery, instead of actually leading the monastery. But he still maintains a fundamental influence on life here.
I'll be interested to know more about Brother John.
I don't like to speak ill of people, but Circuitor John is the worst person the monks could pick to represent them. He's nothing but an old schemer and pedant who preaches water but drinks wine. He's won the older brethren over because they know he won't call an end to their debauchery.
Interesting.
I'll be interested to know more.
He's won the...
That was the guy who asked us to find out some stuff about this
Can
guy.
you tell me about Abbot Peter?
Peter's
know
wise
Peter
in the
yet.
ways of politics and a good shepherd, but as you've already heard, he's old and infirm. The other brothers see him with one foot in the grave, but I still have hope for him. But
So
you,
that's
brother,
the current
don't
abbot.
let yourself get involved in the games of your superiors. Could you help me with something?
With what?
I'm interested in medicine, and I know there's a cure for the abbot's ailment. With your help, I could find out the details, and together you and I could give old Peter a few more years to do good. What do you say?
Well, that sounds good.
You can count on my help. What do you need me to do?
In order to get the recipe for this medicament, a few rules will need to be broken. Now you know most of the brothers believe every illness is a message from God, and that it's not our place to deny his will. I, however, think if God sent us not just illnesses, but also the medicine to cure them, then it's our duty to relieve people of their suffering. The cure for Abbot Peter's illness could be contained in one of the books in our library, but it will certainly be amongst the Libri Prohibiti, the forbidden books, those we aren't permitted to read.
Where can I find it?
In the library, there's a large cabinet with a lock on it. The forbidden books are inside. You'll easily recognize what you're looking for. The cover has not only a Latin inscription, but also Saracen letters. Bring it to me, but leave the other books there. No one will notice if one book disappears, but if more were to vanish, someone would certainly begin to look into it, which is exactly what we don't want.
Is there anything you can tell me that would help?
There's a key to the cabinet in the prior's chambers. The librarian should have another one, or you can acquire some lockpicks. But I can't tell you where or how. Perhaps Brother Celerius could help.
I'm ready.
Okay.
One more important thing. There's always someone in the library during the day. To pass unwatched, you'll need to go at night. It's locked, but I'm sure you'll manage to get in. They say Brother Celerius understands locks, but don't tell him why you need it. Once you have the book, bring it to me, and I'll then use it to make Peter's medicine. We'll soon have the election of the abbot over and done with.
Okay, so to sum up, we have to go into the abbot's or the prior's room, get the lock, get the key. We have to get lockpicks from this dude to get into the library at all.
I'm looking for something a little unorthodox.
And what would that be exactly?
Wine, weapon, okay.
I'm looking for lockpicks.
Lockpicks? And what would you like those for?
We have to take this one.
What's it to you? Do you have some or not?
Peace, brother. There's no need to get all worked up.
Whew.
So you heard I used to be a burglar, did you? I put it all behind me as soon as I took the vows. But I do have a few lockpicks left. I'll trade them for food. Get me a bite to eat, and you can have your lockpicks.
You're
Can't say
eating
fairer
right
than
now.
that, can I?
Okay. I don't have food. Okay. Food. Okay. Food. Okay, what is this? Oh, this looks good. I'm trespassing. I shouldn't do that. But maybe they won't notice. Let's try. Yes! An onion. And a cabbage. Ooh. This looks good. Yes, this looks very good. Okay, that should do it, shouldn't it? Didn't do anything, it didn't do anything.
Aha, Gregor. Talk to me.
Okay. So, let's go for 5 lockpicks. Yeah, well, what did he expect? I mean... This stuff is worth almost nothing. Okay, that might be enough. Shit. It's not enough. It's still not enough. Maybe we can haggle.
Can we do something about the price?
Alright, so?
What about this?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost.
Yes!
See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Whew! Do I have to talk to that guy?
What do you desire, Brother Gregor?
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I've been waiting for you. There's the alchemist's laboratory. You'll find ingredients in the chests next to it. Concoct 2 buck's blood potions. Once you finish them, you'll find me somewhere nearby. Don't forget to let me know when you're done so I can check them.
Okay. I guess let's start cooking. So, digestive portion we have to read. Buck's blood potion. Alright. Oil. So, the oil is in there. We take that stuff. We put it in here. No, not in here. We take that stuff and we put it in there. We grind it. I actually love how detailed this is. This is pretty amazing. So we add that stuff. Comfrey, we need that. put it in there. We now heat it for one turn, let it cool. Take the dandelion, let it cool, put it in there. Do not boil. Alright, now we take this thing. Yes, yes. Alright, awesome. We did it. That took a lot longer than expected. Sup, dude?
What would you like?
I brewed that stuff.
I finished my work.
Show me what you've made. Spectacular, Gregor. You've found your talent. Soon enough, you'll be teaching the other novices.
Ah, you're too kind.
We could do with a bite to eat.
Yeah, we didn't eat at the lunch thing. So, let's take a look at what else we have to do here today. Actually, I can't do anything with that? Alright. Okay, afternoon worship. Okay. So, what time is it now? It's close to 12. Perfect. So, we can head off to the library now, I suppose.
Servus.
Oh, no. We don't want to neglect anything. So, we have to wait here until our task is done. Interesting. Why don't we just take everything? Yes, we can sell it later. And it's not stealing. Actually, I'm curious. Can we actually... We can read all of those? You've got to be shitting me. That's awesome. Huh. Okay, so now our next task here has started. We have to go to the library, which... Oh wait, can we actually eat oh, no, sorry. I don't want to neglect stuff here. Ah, here we are.
Why such haste? Get away from that cabinet. The books stood in there aren't for your eyes to see.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you're interested in what's inside? Forbidden books, written by the devil himself. Forget about them. Don't even look at that. It contains forbidden books.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
So, who do I have to talk to here? That dude?
Ah, Gregor, talk to me.
I'm Gregor, a novice.
I know. But I've no time for idle chat. I transcribe books from dawn till dusk. I've been doing it for years, and I'll be doing it till the day I die.
What, you do nothing else?
It is my penance and my blessing. And now, brother, if you don't mind, I'd like to get this page finished. Don't even look at that cabinet. It contains forbidden books.
Ah, that's the dude.
What troubles you?
Yeah, I'm here to do... Actually...
I've heard there are some forbidden books locked up in the library.
That's correct. They're here, safely hidden away from anyone who might be tempted to read them.
Okay, got the message.
What if I just wanted to take a peek? Could I?
You could not. They are libri prohibiti, and the only people permitted access to them are the abbot and I. Although I see no reason why he or I would ever want to read them.
Yeah, no, that won't work.
Fine then. I don't need to hear anything else. Is it possible to learn something about the other novices in the library?
Only the abbot and the prior keep such records.
And can I see them?
No. The abbot writes and keeps his records in his chambers, and only he and the prior are permitted to read them.
I wonder where his chambers are.
I've heard about Avicenna's Book of Medicine. Could I see it?
Who told you about that? Of course you can't.
I'm here to work.
Good. This is most likely the first time you've ever done this in your life. But it's easier than you think. Just a bit of practice and learning Latin. Here's the original, and here are the blank parchments on which you'll copy what you read in the original. Is that clear? Then you may begin, and try not to make a mess of it.
Okay. That sounds awesome. What now? That one. I think I got it. Okay. Dude, I'm done.
You call that a copy? You've completely ruined the parchment with your scribbling.
Oops. Seriously?
Talk to me, brother.
I found this piece of parchment. It looks like it's been ripped out of a book. Do you know what it is?
It appears to be a page torn out of Ovid.
Ovid? What is that? Is it the name of a book?
Not what, but who? Ovid was a great Roman poet. We have a few volumes by him in the library, but one of them vanished one day. Now I believe I can guess what happened. Brother Eustace, may the earth rest lightly on him, was quite narrow-minded when it came to classical literature. If a book had any mention of woman at all, he condemned it as a heretical work. If he'd had his way, all such books would have been burned. Ovid's The Art of Love
must have been such a thorn in his side that he stole it from the library, tore it up, and hid the pages wherever he could.
Oh, would you like me to put the book back together again?
Absolutely. Eustace's wits weren't the sharpest, so I'm sure he didn't destroy any of the pages. I imagine he hid them throughout the monastery. It might take you a while to find them all, but when you do, you can rest assured Ovid will return to his rightful place in the library.
All right.
Good. I'll look around for it.
Thank you, brother. It's of no great importance, but if you can find all 10 pages, I'll be most grateful.
We'll do that.
Peace be with you, brother.
Could do with a bite to eat.
Okay, the plan is to follow this guy, the abbot.
And again, beat your son with the rod, and you will deliver his soul from death.
Okay,
The rule of Saint
he
Benedict.
lives up here.
Readings on humility. The first degree of humility is obedience without delay. This is the virtue of those who hold nothing dearer to them than Christ, who, because of the holy service,
Does he though? That's the... Oh, he's in there.
Oh, you're interested in what's inside? Forbidden books, written by the devil himself. Forget about it.
Okay. I don't think I can get in there though.
incur the punishment due to murmurers, unless he amend and make his sentence.
Yeah, I would like to eat stuff.
Saint Benedict. Readings on daily manual labor. Idleness is the enemy of the soul. Therefore, the brethren should be occupied at certain times in manual labor, and again at fixed hours in sacred reading. To that end,
What would you like?
the times for each may be prescribed as follows.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery.
The calends of October. When they come out from prime in the morning, let them labor at whatever is necessary until about the 4th hour. From the 4th hour until about the 6th, let them apply themselves to reading. After the 6th hour, having left the table, let them rest on their beds in perfect silence. Or if anyone may perhaps want to read, let him read to himself in such a way as not to disturb anyone else. Let none else.
So let me see. Lock picking. I'm at level 2. That's not very good. So We will have to try to lockpick some more. That's very hard. I won't be able to do that. That's open. Okay, we can get this one. Okay, we got it. What's in here? Let's get this stuff. Okay, awesome. Let's do more of that. That's the library. Nothing here for me. Guess I have to wait.
Praised be to our Lord Jesus.
Yup. Dude, I need you to go. Okay, let's try this one. Awesome.
Did you have to finish someone's weeding in the garden again? Slow down, brother.
Yup, sorry. Okay, we will try this. We will go to bed now. If I can remember where that was. I think it was up here. But actually, what's down there?
I've read one of the manuscripts copied by one of the novices. I think I'm going to cry.
It's that touching, is it?
Okay, where are we now?
This looks like the dregs after a night's drinking. Who could be coming here?
Interesting. Alright, we got some good stuff. We picked some locks. Oh, there's someone here.
To John, the future rabbit, and a pox on Nevers. That killjoy, he'd love to have us all under his thumb. Fat shark.
You've seen us drinking here, so either join in or swear you won't tell a soul. You won't want to end up like Lucas now, would you?
Yeah, of course, let's
All right.
drink.
I wouldn't mind some wine.
That's more like it. Sit down and have a drink, my lad.
Alright, let's do this. Okay, so those two are drinking here. Alright, I don't mind, I don't mind. Okay, let's try to find the library and see if we can get into the room of the abbot. I picked that one already. Alright, here we are. Nope. Don't even have to try. I don't think that can work. Can pick that one though. Okay, we got it. Okay. We have reached a new level in lockpicking. Maybe we can do this now? No, we can't. We have to find more locks to pick. Okay guys, I think we made some progress here. If I can't pick that lock over here, then we probably have to do the other option that we tell on the guy who told us to steal the book. But I still would like to try to finish this one. Anyway, we will continue this in the next episode, guys, and I will see you then. Bye bye.